Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
I'm Maggie.
And we are
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And of course, this week's geeky thing is Smallville. I didn't realize we were both we both just said the exact same thing in the exact same voice.
Yes.
I loved it. That's how in sync we are, everybody. You can just call us Justin Timberlake and Joey Fatone because we are in sync. Hey, if this is your first time watching us, welcome to Going Back to Smallville, our weekly Smallville Rewatch Podcast, where we talk about each episode of Smallville week by week and recap it, and it's pretty fun so far. So, sit back, relax, enjoy it. Hit that subscribe, thumbs up, comment, all those things. Or if you'd like to get it ad-free, head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can do that as well. But enough of that shit. Let's talk about this shit called Smallville, because we're going back to Smallville. Yeah, this episode was shit. Not the best. I gotta say, after the first 4 bangers we've had, this one hit really hard on just being not great.
I can't remember much about it.
Yeah, this is the bug boy of season 2.
This is the episode I said that they was trying to relate to the emo kids more.
It felt very Twilight.
Yes.
Or, I mean, Buffy.
Yes.
Was Interview with a Vampire.
Yes.
It had a lot of those feelings in it, for sure. And what's funny, once we start getting into some of the credits here, is that the people that wrote this are actually really good. So I'll tell you what, let's just go ahead and get in. So this episode is Smallville, Season 2, Episode 5, Nocturnal. Episode 26 overall. The original air date was October 22nd, 2002. Happy Halloween! Writers are Brian Peterson and Kelly Souders. Brian Peterson and Kelly Souders would go on to become the showrunners in Season 8. And usher in the last 3 seasons of Smallville, which are known as my favorite seasons of Smallville. They are fantastic. And they write a lot of good episodes, too. I'm just shocked that this is like the first one. I believe this is the first one. This is the first time I've had that note pop up for me. So it's just wild that this episode, not great. But literally, when you get to, like, Season 8 has some hits and misses. More hits than misses, but 9 and 10, I feel like literally every episode is a banger. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just, once you reach that, like, listen, Maggie, here's the thing. I just want to pre-warn you, okay? Mm-hmm. We're going to get into a bit of a drought in Season 7. Okay. All right, Season 7, that's going to be the season that makes or breaks us, okay? Uh-oh. Like, everything, this show just keeps getting better and better, all right? Yeah. And then you hit Season 7, and it's a hard crash. Okay. Now maybe I'm remembering it worse than it actually is. I pray that that's the case. I don't think that's the case, but I pray that that's the case. There's some great actors added in Season 7, but it's just not a good season. But if we can make it through it, then we hit Season 8. Yeah. And that's when everything turns around and the show becomes amazing. Okay. Right. And also, what was I going to say? Season 7, thankfully, the writing gods shined upon us during Season 7, and the writers had a writer strike. And so Season 7's only like 17 episodes. Like, it was cut short because, yeah. So the back, like, I think it's like the last 5. Yeah. They, like, try and combine a lot of the story elements for the final 10. And so those episodes hit a lot better. Yeah. But we're not in Season 7. We're in Season 2, Episode 5. So we got a little bit of ways to go. Yeah. So, again, this was written by Brian Peterson and Kelly Souders. Director is Rick Wallace.
Wallace Kia?
Yeah. We want to see you
in a Kia.
In a Kia. We're dealing. All right, everybody. Get your pants unbuckled. We're going to Lana's parents' grave.
Good call.
All right, listen. Lana visits her parents' grave and finds an envelope with a letter inside. All right, Maggie, listen. She hadn't been there in a while. She feels just really guilty about it, you know. Yeah. But after the events of Red, she needed something more stable in her life, like her goddamn dead parents. Okay?
Her parents' gravestone.
Yes. Never lets her down.
Stable thing.
Never lets
it's always there.
It's more stable than the stables. Yeah. Did you know that Lana has a horse?
Yeah, I knew that.
I mean, I feel like, we don't see that horse that often. Now we've seen it, what, back to back?
No.
Was it in this episode? Mm-mm. What's its name? Buttercup? I don't know either.
Its name is...
Butternuts. I love Butternuts.
Its name is God Whitney. Its name is Whitney.
I mean, he was a horse's ass, right? Am I right? Get it? Horse's ass. Have fun in war, fucker. So a pale boy runs through the woods. Okay. Did I say Lana found an envelope?
Yes.
Okay.
And I said Lana.
Yeah. And then we cut to a pale boy running through the woods. He's just pale. You would think the moon went into corporeal
is it
form.
Hocus
Pocus? He's, yes, it is Hocus Pocus. I had nothing. And his father catches him with a tranquilizer gun. And
what you doing out here,
hey,
boy?
You done get back down here. And then he shoots him
down at the bayou.
And we're like, holy fuck, did that dude just murder Byron? That's his name, by the way.
I know.
And then he throws Byron in the cellar, and he's like, now, boy, you don't get down now. Now we're going to get down there. Now we're going to get. And Byron's like, Daddy?
I can't understand a word you're saying, Daddy.
And Byron's like, Daddy. And Daddy's like, now, boy, I done told you I'm going to get me a special log for you, boy, or else you're going to be chomping up with the gators. And Byron's like,
there's no gators down here.
Yeah, boy, don't you tell me my business, done devil, boy. Stay quiet if you know what's good for you, or I'm going to take them markers away and I'm going to feed them to the gators.
But, Daddy, there's no gators.
I said shut it. Oh. Somebody say
emo episode.
So now we're at school. Lana shows up with her love letter, and she starts giving it to Chloe and Pete. Hey, Lucy. She starts giving the letter to Chloe and Pete, and Chloe and Pete are looking at it, and they're like,
so gushy.
Why does this smell like sadness?
Why does this smell like... This is written by somebody that wears eyeliner a lot.
This smells like the changing room at a Hot Topic. And Lana's like, shut up, guys. He likes me. And then smelly old Clark arrives.
Wait, right? Clark's smelly now?
Listen, after Red, anything's on the table. Okay. So Clark arrives, and Lana's like, fuck. Here's that fuck that stood
lies
me up.
To me all the time.
God. I wish he was as good as this letter. And Lana's like, but she doesn't say that. She doesn't want to speak to him at all.
No.
She's still mad about what happened in Red when Red Clark kissed her and then ditched her. Thanks.
I'm sorry.
So then Chloe's like, oh, look at this letter, Clark. Somebody loves Lana. Just aiming right for the heart.
I'm sorry.
Chloe was trying to
Chloe just saw a hole in Clark's heart. And she just took a stick and jabbed it in it.
She pulled a barbarian and literally stuck her nails in the eyes of Clark's heart, okay, and just gushed it out. All right, that's not a spoiler. But yeah, Chloe is definitely still mad at Clark. She's still got harboring some issues with Clark.
And so therefore she's like, hey, I'm going to take it out on Clark.
This'll hurt him.
And then also, I'm going to make Lana feel uncomfortable about it too.
Chloe's
I'm sorry. She's being a bitch about everything.
My God.
I'm sorry. But yeah, you like this guy.
She does go through a villain phase, for sure.
Well, it's showing.
That's what we're feeling right now. This is her villain phase. Okay. What is it called? What was that trending on Twitter where people was like, this is my something phase? Maybe I'm thinking slutty phase. But it was like I'm eating a donuts and pants or something, watching
Dawson's my lazy
Creek.
phase?
No, it was something funny. Like, wait, I think it's a Taylor Swift thing. From Midnights. It doesn't matter. All right, so Clark thinks the letter is just a little gushy. Right?
It's gushy.
It's a little gush. It's gush.
Lana's like, I think it's sweet that somebody's being honest about their feelings.
And Clark's like, sounds like a fucking stalker to me, Lana. Not an admirer.
I didn't ask for your opinion.
Don't call me admirer. And then walks away, right? So then we go to the Talon.
Sorry.
I love it when you don't do it and I have to give you that look. It's just waiting.
Oh, it's there in my brain. Like,
Right.
hey, you need to do the call. And then, like, I saw you and it's like a froze. So, I'm sorry.
I love the play-by-play if you explain what just happened. I love that we've spent 45 seconds talking about the 3-second event that happened a minute ago. Like, the longer we spend on this, it just gets funnier and funnier. The dividends on this bit is just hysterical to me right now. Like, can we make it go for 2 minutes?
No.
I don't know.
No.
We'll see. So, we're at the Talon. Is that the new sound for the Talon? The snort. It's welcome to the hog slop. Hog slop. All right.
The Talon.
I love that we have still not moved past this.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm gonna black out.
Breathe, God.
Oh my God. So we're at the Talon.
God.
And Legs is there. And he finds the letter and he's reading it and it's a poem. And Lana's like, go ahead and make fun of me just like everybody else
I'm
will.
not gonna make fun of you, Lana.
And then Lex starts reciting some poetry of his own. He's like, there once was a man from Nantucket. Right? And Lana's like, yeah. He's like, that's all I got. So that's all
beautiful, Lex.
Yeah, thanks. It's not as beautiful as you. What? And Lana's surprised. But then Clark shows up, right? Clark comes waltzing in. And he's like, listen, Lana, I'm sorry I made fun of your stupid fucking letter, okay? And Clark mentions being upset that Lana didn't share it with him. He's like,
Yeah, why didn't you share it with me?
and Lana's like, listen, fuck you, Clark, all right?
Whoa,
Yeah,
Lana.
listen.
Whoa.
Why don't you go share it with Jessie, all right?
Jessie-
She's still around?
Jesse
No.
and her dad's in witness protection. Sorry, Lana,
When
to
Clark-
bust your bubble.
When Clark breaks up with somebody, he breaks up with a Warren, all right?
Yeah.
They have to go into witness protection. And honestly, that fits. That fits. And so Lana's just angry that Clark expects her to be open with him when he is always so closed off to her. And then Clark's like, okay, I get it, but listen, he's a stalker. You should be very
That dude's
careful.
watching you, man.
You should be very careful, man. And Lana asks, oh, so Clark, it's not, so have you never watched someone from afar? And Clark's like, a telescope.
No, I haven't.
I like telescopes. T is for telescope.
T for telescope.
I don't know what happened to Lex. I think he left.
Well, I think he saw Clark and said, good luck, buddy. Talking to that one.
Yeah, he said something, didn't he? He was like, oh, yeah, this will make it more difficult for your next suitor for sure. Like looking at Clark like, dude, you got to up your game.
Yeah.
You don't fucking know poetry, Clark? Jesus, what happened? You grow up in a fucking barn?
Well, yeah.
Oh. I love you, Clark.
I love you too, Lex.
I love how simple you are, Clark. You make me feel better about myself.
Oh, really? Thank you.
So this is getting bad. We're getting out of this. We're ditching out of this. We're gonna go to Lex's.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't have a thing for Lex's, do we?
No.
And Blind Lionel is there. There it is. There it is. Let me ask everybody. I'm gonna put up a poll. Is it okay for me to keep calling him Blind Lionel?
Like, you just need to call him Lionel.
I mean, it's an adjective on Lionel because here's the thing. There are multiple phases of Lionel, okay? And right now, we're in the blind phase of Lionel, okay? So I think that describing it, it's like Red Clark, okay? I'm only calling it, it's not anything to do with the fact he's blonde. It's the fact that this is the phase of Lionel. This is the blonde phase of Lionel.
Oh, okay.
So he's Blind Lionel.
As long as you don't call him Mr. Magoo or anything, I think you're good.
Who the fuck is Mr. Magoo?
Wait, you don't know who Mr.
Is he that old fuck that was like, oh, I fell down
I can barely see.
I'm saving Christmas.
That was made into a movie.
Starring Leslie Nielsen. May you rest in peace. He died, right?
Yes.
Okay. We're all counting on you. Blind Lionel is there, and he fires his fourth assistant, And Lex is frustrated that no one is goddamn good enough for you, Dad.
No, I have to have the best.
And he's like, Dad, you have no idea what your fourth assistant was capable of, okay? I found him at Harvard, Yale, those shitty fucking schools. And I was like,
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Fuck you, Lex. You should have never been born. I should have fucking pulled out, you bald fuck. What? That's what Lionel feels about him. Julian should have lived more than you, Lex.
Wow, Dad. That hurts.
Yeah. I'm blonde.
Boo!
And so Blind Lionel's like, you know what? I don't fucking need this shit. I'm going downstairs. I'm going to read my newspaper.
All right,
and he opens his newspaper and he's got his little device trying. It's like, bing bong, poka, pika, poo, pookabah. And he's like, goddamn broken piece of shit. Chucks it over in the woods.
And hits Martha Kent in the head.
And Martha's like, oh, Lionel, how are you doing, Lionel? And Lionel's like, who the fuck are you, lady?
I'm Martha Kent.
I'm here delivering some organic produce because that's still my character apparently in this fucking show is I make organic produce apparently.
I pick it up, bring it over. That's all.
What do they farm?
They farm everything apparently. They have cows. They have corn. They have apparently a lot of produce and a lot of flowers. Where did they? Good God, you squeaked. You wheezed. Hey, are you breathing?
I think so. I don't know now. I'm not so sure. I don't know. I'm just saying Jonathan Kent. What the fuck does he actually do? I've seen some hay bales.
I think that's why they're in so much debt because they plant all this crap.
They
don't know what they're farming. They have flowers half the time. They have produce half the time. They have cows.
They used to farm horses, and then all those died off.
So I think Jonathan just doesn't know what the hell he's doing. All he knows how to do well.
Yeah.
Is to drive that truck on two wheels.
That's true. This is what happens when the Duke boys grow up, okay?
Yeah.
They got no actual skills of use,
But, man, when they get in the car, man, they take off.
I think Jonathan should get into politics. I think that's where he should go. He should be like a senator or something. That's what he should do. Because obviously raising cattle is just not
raising Clark's just not in his forte.
Can't just be a Superman's dad and expect to ride off his cape tails all his life. All right,
I'm telling him
get it, everybody. I said cape tails. Get it instead of coat tails. I almost said cocktails. That'd be a totally different image for everybody. Woo! All right, but anyway, Martha starts reading the paper to Lionel. And she's like, this is all fucking shit, Lionel. They're just playing the stocks and blah, blah, blah. And Lionel's like,
I didn't know you had insight into the financial world.
Quite the business acumen, Miss Kent. And she's like, And so now we go back to Byron's cellar. And Byron is he's writing another letter to Lana, right? He's like, Dear Lana, I love you. Let me count the ways. 1, a 2, 3. 3. It's hard. It doesn't come across the letter. It just says crunch with an asterisk, and then he says 3. Yeah.
Only 3 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
To get to the center of Lana. I licked my microphone. That's nasty. But then Byron's mom enters to give Byron a new book. And
it's Edgar Allan Poe, Mom.
Thanks.
The way to go.
Thanks, Mom.
Why don't you give me a Hot Topic gift card?
Can we go to Tasty Freeze? Then
Can we go to Sam Goody's?
Byron complains about being trapped in the cellar. It's just like, man, it really fucking sucks being chained down here, Mom. And she's like, I know, Byron, but we're doing the right thing.
You gotta listen to your dad, Byron.
Jeez, I want to watch the promo for this episode, on a very special Smallville.
Halloween.
Wait. Whoa! I was going for call 1-800 for a child or something. I wasn't going for haunted. We're two very different themes.
You said promo, so it would have been Halloween.
I said on a very special Smallville.
Oh, okay.
Mom, Dad, we know a kid that we think's being abused. It's not funny.
No.
That's
kind of like that Home Improvement episode that came before the Dana Carvey show. Oh my god!
Listen, everybody, hard stop, hard pause. If you have not seen the documentary Too Funny to Fail about the rise and fall of the Dana Carvey show on ABC, there is a clip that you definitely need to see. All right, you can watch the whole thing on Hulu or just YouTube Dana Carvey show Home Improvement promo. That should be enough.
Yeah.
But specifically, you want to watch the one of the people in the documentary watching it. Yes. Now, you can watch just the promo on its own, but you should definitely watch the one where they're talking about it, because Stephen Colbert's face when he sees they'll talk about it. Holy shit, man. Oh my god, that is the best. That is the best. All right. We're back. We're back,
everybody.
So Byron complains about being trapped in the dungeon, and his mom reassures him it's for the best. And then she leaves, and Byron reaches over and pulls back that poster of Heidi Klum he's got on his wall and reveals there's a hole that he can sneak out of.
Daddy won't stick the gators on me this time.
I love Stephen King. He gave me the idea for this when I read Shawshank Redemption. That wasn't that funny, but I appreciate it. I like them French fried potatoes. I know. It's Sling Blade. I just, in my mind, they're tied together. Okay, for the longest time, I thought Sling Blade was Shawshank. I was like, why does everybody think this movie's amazing? Like, I mean, it's good, I guess. I don't know. French fried potatoes. I don't know. It's not as inspiring as I thought it would be. And when the fuck does Morgan Freeman show up?
Wow.
I fought the good fight. Mm-hmm. So anyway, man, we are off the rails on this one. You can tell an episode, like the quality of the episode, by how off the rails we go while we're talking about it.
Yes.
This episode sucks. It's not good.
Sorry.
So we're at Lana's parents' grave again, and Lana is falling asleep, but Byron has placed his coat on her. And then Lana wakes up, and Byron tries to run off.
Wait.
But Lana stops him. And he goes, Lana, is that you?
I want to know who you are.
Don't touch me.
I'm sorry.
And then she shines the light on him and goes,
and then Clark comes by and it's like, whoa, stay away from her.
You get the fuck away from her girlfriend. And Lana's like, girlfriend? And then Byron breaks his head open on a tombstone. Yeah. And Lana's like, Clark, how could you? And Clark's like, did you not just see him screaming his fucking head off, Lana? What the fuck was that? Yeah. She's like, Clark,
you don't understand.
You don't understand. It's a secret. All right. You wouldn't understand. And so then we go back to the town.
Yeah.
I love that now you just say yeah. Like, you can tell you're not really listening to me.
I am listening.
Just like there's a pause and you say yeah. So, Byron is eating some goddamn cobbler and coffee. All right. Yeah. He's like, damn, that's a damn good piece of cobbler.
Yeah.
Or pie or cake or whatever the fuck he's eating.
I'd like another slice of something else.
I'd like to get in your pie, Lana. Talking about peaches and cream. And so Byron explains that he's homeschooled. And then he quotes a poem.
Yeah.
And Clark's like, what fucking nerd wrote that shit?
I did.
No, Shakespeare.
Oh, it's Shakespeare. Oh,
and
sorry.
Clark's like, I feel stupid. And Lana looks at Clark and like, you uncultured swine. And
Go back to your barn, Clark.
Jesus, Clark, don't you know anything about poetry? Like, obviously, I've known this whole time. If there's one thing you know about Lana Lang, it's that she loves poetry. My goodness, let me tell you, when water hits this whole town, electricity will be running through everything. It's the way of the future, my friends. I tell you what, it's the out is old and the good is new. And I have said my piece and counted to 3, and that is it.
Wow.
Do you know what I went into?
No, I have no clue.
Oh, brother, word.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not great. I'm sorry, everybody. What was Clark about to say?
Clark was going to say, "Wow, Lana, that's a lot." We already got electricity here, Lana.
I'm a dapper Dan man. And so Byron says Lana's lucky to have a boyfriend who wants to protect her so much. And Lana laughs. Clark's just a friend, Byron.
I just friend zoned him in front of him.
You should have seen him when he was red last week.
Quote unquote red.
The only thing that was red was his face when I fucking said, "Get the fuck away from me, Clark, you stupid, uncultured fuck." And Clark's like, "Jesus, Lana, I didn't realize you hated me now."
Lana, you really don't like me now, do you?
And Clark starts to walk away, and Lana reaches back for him. And then Clark looks at her, and Lana just turns away as if she didn't do it. And then, they're laughing. And then, oh, who's that? Ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding ding. Beep, 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 beep. Honk, honk, honk. Who wants some milk? Who wants some milk? 'Cause I'm the milkman, and it's time for milk. Bom, 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 bom. Here's your milk.
Oh my God, it's 5 a.m. already?
And Byron's like, "Is that the milkman?" He's like,
It's what time? I gotta get back to Mom and Dad.
Oh, no. And so they drive Byron home. And so we get to Byron's house, and Byron's mom and dad are waiting for him on the porch.
You get the bleep off my property right now.
Yes. That's what Byron's dad says.
You can do it.
He's got a shotgun.
Yeah.
And Lana and Clark, they're like, "Okay, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, 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 whoa, 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 hey, whoa, 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 whoa. We're goofing.
Whoa.
All right, we're just new boot goofing. Okay, yeah. We'll leave.
We got new ostrich leather boots.
All right, and we're just goofing. Just some new boot goofing. They 360 spin. Both of them moonwalk out and say, "We got cheesy blasters." They get in Clark's truck. And so now we're at the Kents, and Martha tells Jonathan about blind Lionel offering her a job. And Jonathan is fucking pissed at this, okay?
He's like, "You mean to tell me you're bored with our lives?"
And Martha stands up for herself.
Good for
and
you,
her
Martha.
capability of protecting Clark's secret and wanting more out of life than her goddamn organic groceries and these fucking apple pies that nobody eats, but she spends all the time making, and they just sit on a windowsill.
I have a college education.
And then they just sit there, and then nobody eats them. So she makes apple pies, and then nobody eats them. So she makes apple pies, but then nobody eats them. And nobody eats them, so then she makes an apple pie. And then she makes an apple pie, but nobody eats them. So then she makes an apple pie, and nobody eats them. Mm-hmm. And Jonathan is like, "Well, I'll start eating your pie, Martha." But then, what's that? Ding, 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 ding. No, I'm kidding. No, it's not. It's much.
Sorry, Lou.
Lana and Clark walk in. And Jonathan's like, "Clark? Lana? You two been out all night, huh?"
No,
Lana, you know better, but Clark.
Not like that, Dad.
No, Dad. We think somebody's being abused. And John's like, "Wow, that's a boner killer." I'm still pissed at your mom, though. And so Jonathan, Sheriff Ethan, by the way, his name's Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan.
We've been seeing him for a year.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever called him by his name. His name's Ethan.
It's just Sheriff.
Sheriff Ethan. Lana and Clark go to Byron's house. They knock on the door, and Byron's parents answer, and they're like, "Yeah, we're trying to check on your son, Byron." And the mom's like, "Byron, why'd you do that?" And then Byron's dad's like, now our son done been dead about 9 years now. He done died down in the bayou.
Sir, I'm the sheriff. What did you just say?
I said he done went down to the gators in the bayou.
Wait, you mean to tell me your son died in a bayou by a bunch of gators?
That's only what I did tell you down there, boy.
What bayou are you talking about,
The
son?
Smallville bayou.
Okay.
Why would you do this to us? Bye.
Why'd you remind us of this pain about him dying in the bayou?
You fucking teenagers, you're gonna clean up your looks with all the looks. They're gonna make a misery out of you. Don't do the lyrics. The trouble tonight, what you got under your shirt will make them pay for the things that they did. They told her teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They can care less after the love on me. I wanna go, I'll think of all the bones are rid of the bones of not me. Hallelujah. Get the hell off my dumb property.
How do you know that song, sir?
I wrote it when I was a young boy. My father done took me to
Sir, you didn't write this.
to see a Martian.
God.
And so they leave.
Man, Byron's dad's ahead of his time.
And Byron's underneath. He's in the cellar. He's like, Dad, stop giving them my lyrics. I don't know if y'all know this. Byron wrote all the songs for My Chemical Romance. Yeah, he had a girlfriend named Helena. That's what he based the song I'm Not Okay off of. So now we're at the torch. And Chloe has found Byron's death certificate signed by Emil Jenkins. Now, I don't know who Emil Jenkins is. I clicked on the link in the Smallville fan Wikipedia page, and it just took me to the hospital. So I don't think it's a character.
Emil Jenkins.
Oh my God. That was great, Maggie. That was great. So, Chloe's able to backtrack Emil Jenkins' work to medical trials for children that Byron was a part of. And then and she's like, now, guys, you are sure that Byron is real, right? Because, I mean, are you sure he wasn't?
What do you mean, Chloe? You're making weird faces again.
Well, he finished off 8 scones and 2 quarts of espresso and farting all the way home. So, yeah, no, he ate a ghost. And Chloe's like, well, I just want to make sure because this is Smallville.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You're so funny, Chloe.
And Lana and Clark reassure her, and Clark tells Lana to wait and see what the police can do before they go back to Byron's. He's like, Lana, listen, we gotta be careful here.
We don't know what we're messing with.
Byron's dad is fucking crazy, and he's dead. So we just need to wait on the Sheriff Ethan, to figure out what we need to do next. Lana's like, okay, Clark, I hate you, but I'll listen to you for this one instance. No. For some reason.
Psych, not.
No, she does. She does. At this point, she does. So then we go to Lex's.
Oh. We're going to
Lex's, and Lex is furious that blind Lionel would hire... well, we're just talking about it. He's not there yet. That blind Lionel would hire Martha and ask blind Lionel what his plan is. And blind Lionel says... there. He says Martha is a very capable woman. And Lex swears he would kill blind Lionel if he hurts the Kents. And blind Lionel mocks Lex, right? He's like, oh, you think you do good enough that you'll get a pat on the back and you'll be a part of the Kent family, huh? That they'll take you in as one of your own. You're a Luthor, my boy, and your claim to fame is going to be real estate. I see it now, Lex. Otisburg. So now we go back to Byron's. And Clark and Pete are trying to break in. And Clark
course.
Clark gets in the house and sees the cellar door is covered in lead. And he's like, that's why I couldn't get in. Or that's why I couldn't see it, because it was lead. And Pete didn't know about that and asked Clark if he comes with an instruction manual. Pete, keeping things real. He is this fucking close to being called smelly old pee-pee, okay? If he keeps cracking one-liners like this, I'm telling you, this fucking close. So then Clark goes down there and he sees Byron shackled to the wall. And Byron's like, get these shackles off my hands so I can dance. And Clark breaks the shackles. He breaks the chains off of Byron. He frees Byron.
Jesus.
Clark. And Byron just starts freaking out, right? He's like, oh God! Oh God! No! Don't take me!
Oh my God!
I'm doing it like this. All right. So then Byron's freaking out, and when Byron hits the sun, he walks out and he goes all David Boreanaz Angelus on us, right? And he throws Clark 75 feet. And then he sees Pete over there. And Pete's like, hey, Byron, you don't know me, but I'm okay, man. And Byron's like, bleh, bleh, pushes him into a car, breaks Pete's back, right? And Byron just shuffles off, right? He's like, I'm the Beast from the 80s Beauty and the Beast show. Runs away, right?
Oh my God.
And then Clark goes over to check on Pete, and Pete is just not moving because he may be paralyzed. And then we go to commercial.
Oh man.
Just keep going.
Like
with the commercial.
Oh, with the let's see. What are we selling today? I don't know what we're selling. Here we go. 3D Doritos. The crunch you never needed in your life. It's the crunch to another level. Taking crunch to another level. There we go. And there's 12 servings per container. And serving size is about 27 pieces. Or you can eat the whole bag like I'm doing.
Wow. Thanks for that, Maggie. All right. So I'm back. I think I got my microphone stand back on here. What are you doing? Are you crunching? Are you going to eat one? Oh, my God. All right. While Maggie's eating that, we're back. So now we're at the hospital, and Pete I think I can still hear it through my microphone. And so Pete has a broken arm, and the Kents and Clark are there, and he's like, hey, do y'all have a family insurance plan? Telling you, man.
No, that was one more time.
No, I'm just saying he is this fucking close, okay? He is this fucking close, all right?
How many more, Matt?
Who can say?
How bad does it have to be?
He has to call himself the boss.
Okay.
Pete the Boss Ross.
Hog?
No.
Boss Hog?
Yeah. No. What? You're confusing me. So now we're at Byron's house. Are we? Yeah.
Are we at Byron's house? Byron.
Hey, Byron. Oh, that big old forehead of yours. Good job, Byron. So Jonathan and Clark, I love how literally halfway through that my microphone stand just came completely off.
Like you just like ripping it off.
Dude, that was insane. I thought about just working with it the rest, and I was like, nah, I need to do better. So anyway, we're at Byron's.
Byron.
And Jonathan and Clark arrive and talk to Byron's mother. And she explains the medical test and how it hurt him. She's like, he was so shy and sensitive, and then we just wanted to be able to see other kids and be like other kids. And then we didn't know about the side effects. They lost 6 other kids that way, and we couldn't lose Byron, so we chained him up to a wall and figured that was the best possible course of action. And Jonathan just looks at her and looks at Clark. He's like, damn, that would have been a good idea. Shit, man, should have thought of that. And then Clark's like, if I get him out of the sun, will it change him back? And she says yes, but who could be strong enough to get Byron out of the sun?
I can.
Not yet. So now we're at the torch, I think. I honestly don't know where this scene takes place, but we're going to say it's the torch. And so Lana is mad at Clark for going without her. She knows about Pete being in the hospital, that they went, and she's just fucking pissed, right? She's like, Clark lied to me again. I can't believe the guy that lies to me in every episode would lie to me again. This fucking horse shit. That's what Lana said.
Yeah.
And Chloe gives information on who was behind the medical tests, and Chloe informs everyone that Lionel was the one that funded the research. And Clark decides that he's going to go talk to Lex about it. And Lana says that she's going to go search for Byron, that he's out there somewhere, and that maybe something good is still in him, and that maybe she can be the one to be able to bring out the good in Byron.
Don't go looking for him.
Fuck you, Clark. You're not my boyfriend.
No.
And so then we go to Byron's grave. Mm-hmm. And Lana finds Byron looking at his own grave. Byron's in there somewhere. And so Byron says he's not going back. I'm not going back. I'm a beast. Don't look at me. I'm a beast.
But you need to go.
And Lana's like, no, listen, I know what the Luthors did to you. They did this, and they may have a way to fix him. And Byron's like, look at Luthor. Satan.
Stay over there.
And then he pushes Lana, and she hits the Byron's gravestone, and then she gets knocked out. How ironic that
Don't you think?
Byron would get knocked out on Lana's parents' gravestone, and then Lana got knocked out on Byron's gravestone.
Byron.
It's thematic, Maggie. You see, love can kill you. Love's a beast.
Wow. It's a beast while loving you.
What's love got to do with it? So we're at Lex's, and Lex promises Clark that he'll look into this. And Clark looks out the window to see Martha walking blind Lionel into a helicopter. And Lex says, to tell the truth, Clark, I was a little surprised considering all my offers to ease your family's financial situation have been met with a resounding no. It stung a little to see your mom on my father's payroll. And Clark says, well, to be honest, it wasn't exactly a unanimous decision at the Kent household. And Lex says, my father, the poster boy for family strife. I'm sorry it's spreading. And Clark says, look at it this way, Lex. At least my father's not upset with you this time. I felt that needed to be quoted verbatim for some reason. And so then Byron shows up outside. He's like, Luthor, Satan, no!
Helicopter!
Mr. Satan! Mr. Satan!
Satan!
Hey, this is me, Herschel. I'm here to help Byron. Stop you, Luthor.
Screw you, Hercule. I'm not calling out that Satan.
I'm dying. This is so off the rails. Holy fuck. Oh my god. And so Byron grabs the helicopter and keeps it from taking off. And he's like, I'm Chris Evans in this shit.
Captain America.
Then, I can't even keep track of who's saying what anymore. We have 8 voices for Byron. And
Satan.
So
like a turd in the wind.
He pulls the helicopter and he grabs Martha and Lionel. He rips him out of the helicopter. And then Clark runs over to stop and he gets fucking knocked away 75 feet in the air. And Martha yells out, Clark, no! And Lionel's like, Clark. And then
there's a remarkable boy. I said just like him, didn't I?
You did. That was great. That was great. And then Byron is gonna take down Martha and Lionel, and then Clark sees the little whale.
Yeah.
And he charging chucks at him.
Yeah.
And he tackles him into the well, and then he's in the shadows. And Byron changes back and is upset and doesn't remember anything.
Where's the Lana?
Clark, did I hurt you, Clark?
Yeah, you did.
And then we go to the hospital.
You old bitch.
They got Byron. He's under some special lights.
Yeah.
What kind of lights are they? I don't know.
Blue
They
lights.
look like fluorescent.
Blue light special.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maggie Bryant retiring from comedy. That's it. She's done it. Her whole life has led to this moment. There it is. All right.
Like a turd in the wind.
Oh, she's back. What happened?
I'm back, baby.
So,
Eddie.
Clark visits Byron and brings a book of limericks. And then Lana walks in, and Byron's like, I'm sorry. Lana. I thought there was going to be more to that, but there's not. It just says Byron apologizes, but Lana reassures that it wasn't the real him. And you know, Lana's like, sometimes people aren't who they seem to be. Yeah. This is their gift. This is their curse. Who are you, Byron? You're the Beast from the 1980s Beauty and the Beast series, starring Ron Perlman, Hellboy, and you love Satan, but not Hercule, the literal Satan, the actual Satan, the fallen star, the morning star, Lucifer.
I'll feed you to Satan, Lana.
So then we go to Lex's. Oh wait, no, Lana and Byron are holding hands, and Clark sees it and he walks away. And he's like, fucking Satan. Every time I get close, Satan just goes out of nowhere, fucks me over. Fuck you, Satan.
Next time, I'll get you next time.
One day, Satan. One day, the power of Shazam is going to fall upon the rock, and he'll send you back to hell, you piece of shit. And Amanda Waller will send me over there, and I'll say to you, Satan, fuck your beans. So now we're at Lex's, and Blonde Lionel's sitting there. Did Satan take over Blonde Lionel? Lucifer Lionel? Lucifer? See, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. You're going to lose your voice. We still got to react to Knives Out trailer, all right? You need to calm your down, all right? Calm it down. I know. We both know, but I remember. Not this time.
Not this time, Satan.
Dummy Matt. No, he pulled the ripcord on that one. So, Blind Lionel's son, okay. Martha walks in to get Lionel to sign paperwork to pay for Myron's medical bills. And Myron, it doesn't say Myron, it says Myron. And like, he's like, oh, I didn't expect you to be money laundering money for my dad so quick. And she's like, no. Your dad is going to pay for Byron to get the help he needs. And Lex is like, oh, did Dad not tell you that Luthor Corp's not a charity? And Martha's like, yeah, but I explained to him the stocks and the payout and the buyout, and then it would be less expensive, and fuck you, Lex. And then she walks out. And Lionel implies feelings for Martha. And he's like, she's a very magnificent woman, isn't she, Lex?
Yeah, Mom was a magnificent woman too, Dad.
Yeah. Till you destroyed her cooter, Lex. You clawed your way out of there. You fucking shit.
Wait, I thought Julian was younger than Lex.
Maggie, listen. Julian's dead.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
How dare you? First, how dare you? Second, Lionel is blonde. Okay, so you really need to be more respectful. All right. The end. Apparently, this is where the episode ended. Hey, before we go any further, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by patreon.com/hopefullyawesome.
That's right. At the $5 tier, you can have access to every episode we make ad-free and have your name listed in the credits of every video. At $10, you'll be able to get access to our all-new exclusive shows right here on patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. Those include Hopefully Weekly, a weekly show where Maggie and I catch up on all the things that's happened over the past week, both in our life and in the world around us. Family Game Night, a weekly show where Maggie and I will play a variety of board games, from Blockbuster Party Game all the way to Fast and the Furious heist game, whatever that is.
Highway heist.
The Hopefully Awesome movie commentary that we'll do once a month, where Maggie and I will watch one of our favorite films and then record us talking about it over it. Kind of like a mix between Mystery Science Theater 3000 and, just us goofing off and talking about nothing related to the film. And lastly, Matt plus Maggie. This is our monthly show where Maggie and I talk about our relationship. I don't think we'll be giving any advice, but hey, tune in. It'll be fun. And if you want to go above and beyond at the $25 level, not only do you get everything that we've just talked about, but you also get a verbal shout out as our Patreon producer of the entire month. All this and more.
So sign up at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome today.
And we're back.
Hey!
Long time no dilf.
Wow.
Maggie, how'd you like this episode?
I did not like it.
It was not good.
No.
Yeah, there's not much to say.
No.
I would say it's the worst episode of the season so far.
Okay.
It's time for the countdown
Countdown.
to Billy. Oh, Billy. Billy.
Ay, papi.
66 weeks until Billy gets here.
Woo!
This has been the countdown to Billy. Oh. All right. Now let's talk about the freak of the week.
Major Funky.
Freak of the week. Byron. With the power to...
Byron.
To fuck. Well, but he doesn't. He's a virgin. That's the only way you could be that emo, is if you're a virgin.
Yeah.
Anyway. Current ranking... I like emo kids, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Byron was he was in that weird phase where it's like, it wasn't Twilight, but it was after Interview with Vampire.
Yeah.
And he was like, you remember that one episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark where the ghost boy is really cold? And he's like, I'm cold. He's like, that's him.
Oh.
That's Byron. I feel like I've used this example before.
I think you have.
So, anyway.
My ear's ringing.
Right. I wonder why. The ranking so far is at number 4, Jitters 2. At number 3, Nixon Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Number 2, Heat Causing Horn Dog. And at number 1, Red Clark. Where do we want to put Byron?
5.
5.
Yeah.
Can we put him? Can we listen? I'm gonna do it first. Breaking first.
News.
Do you want to preemptively place him at number 23?
There's not gonna be anybody any worse than Byron.
I don't remember, but I don't think there will be. I would be shocked
Okay.
if there's. Okay, we're doing it. There it is.
Where's the dash?
There.
There it is.
Number 23.
Wait. Byron.
Let me make sure.
Is
Hang
it
on,
Brian?
Don't look.
I'm not looking.
I just gotta make sure there's 23 episodes. Yeah, there's 23, so he'd be number 23.
Okay.
23, the number 23.
Michael Jordan.
Well, I was thinking that Jim Carrey movie. All right. So, what?
The fact that it said Michael Jordan.
All right, Maggie, tell us our update. Oh, my God.
Number 1, Red Clark. Number 2, Heat Causing Horn Dog. Number 3, Nixon Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Number 4, Jitters 2. And at number 23, at the bottom of the list, is Byron.
There's no way anyone is worse than Byron. All right. What do we do if there is someone worse?
He goes to 22.
I mean, we're not going to do anything special. Like we have to eat a pizza or something. Or not eat a pizza.
Oh, can we?
Wait. All right. No flats, no tots. Did they break the rule this week, Maggie?
No.
Clark went flying when Byron shoved him 75 feet in the air.
That's hit. No, that is physics working. All right.
What about when he went in the well? I mean, that was...
No, that's falling. That's gravity.
That's falling with style.
Buzz.
Okay. Now let's get into DCU references, part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it.
All right. This is the first episode written by Kelly Souders and Brian Peterson. The two would continue through the end of the series, eventually becoming showrunners in season 8. Although Clark doesn't know it, he gets his great strength and other powers from the same source as Byron, the Earth's yellow sun.
That's what I was thinking.
Really?
Yeah.
Clark reading a poem. It's a little mushy. Lana. I almost forgot. Clark Kent, the Man of Steel. That's a, I don't know if you know, that's a reference to the 1998 Shaquille O'Neal film, Steel.
Wow.
Let's see. Clark, my family doesn't fly much. Lex, trust me, that's about to change. Talking about helicopter. But
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Clark flies at some point.
Yeah.
That's Superman.
Yeah.
Superman flies.
Yeah. I know that, Matt.
Let's get into the Talon mix. Roomie
Hey, I like these guys. Yeah. Roomie Zero!
I think next week I need to take it low because I've been going higher an octave every time. I think I need to go, like, I've gone so high I started at the end. Roomie Zero. Maggie, you're never going to believe this. Never going to believe this.
What?
Don't Ask Me by OK Go.
Hey.
Underneath It All by No Doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You're really lovely underneath it all.
Ooh, I'm Gwen Stefani. I'm just a girl.
Don't speak.
Don't speak. There's spaghetti in my video.
Spaghetti. I love it. We're not even referencing actual
Gwen
No Doubt or
Stefani,
Gwen Stefani.
no.
We're referencing Funhouse.
Yeah,
doing a
Elise
video.
Williams.
Dude, go
Band
check.
manager.
That's the second thing you need to check out.
Band manager.
The first thing was the clip from the documentary about the Dana Carvey show.
God, Matt.
Nocturne in C minor by Chopin.
Of course.
Crazy Richie by Cactus Grove. And Love Song by Sheila Nichols. Nichols. Next week, season 2, episode 6, Redux?
Redo?
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 Redux?
Redo.
Hang on. I got it. Here we go. Ready?
Ready.
Tell us, Siri. Wait, where it doesn't let you do that anymore? Okay. Tell you what, tell us Google.
Oh, there it was.
Yeah, there it is. Here we go. How Maggie, Jesus Christ. We are still doing the podcast. Oh my God. Jesus.
Can you put a sound of a goose honking?
No, I'm leaving it.
Oh my
All
God.
right, here we go.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
Here we go.
Excuse me.
His dissent saying this is just Lochner Redux.
Redux.
The part that is encouraging is that the luck.
Wow.
I don't understand. All right, here we go. This is better. Here we go.
Redux. Redux. Redux.
Redux.
I was expecting
Redux.
another one. No.
I was expecting the meaning.
So, next episode, season 2, episode 6, Redux.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what episode that is. It might be a good episode. If it's the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
And I have no way of being able to say it. So it doesn't. Okay. Well, wait. I forgot to ask you, Maggie. What, based solely off of the title for next week?
I
What
have
do
no
you
clue
think
what that
next
word
week's-
is and what it means, so I can't make any basis.
Redux means brushes. Wait, no, that's an app. Search web. There we go. Redux. An open source JavaScript library. In Latin, redux from the verb reducer, meaning to lead back, can mean brought back or bringing back.
Oh, so
Lazarus.
Lazarus.
The Roman used redux as an epitaph for the goddess Fortuna, with its bringing back meaning. Fortuna redux was trusted to bring those far from home back safely. All right, Maggie. So, based solely off that.
Somebody's coming back home safely. Whitney.
No. I don't. No. I'm trying to. Okay. There's an episode where I'll just say we see things from a different angle.
Okay.
That might be what this episode is. And if it is, it's a good episode. If it's not, I don't remember it. So I think that might be it. So if that's what it is, it's a good episode.
Okay.
It's a lot better than fucking Myron.
Byron.
But hey, that's going to wrap it up for us, everybody. This has been Going Back to Smallville, our weekly podcast where we recap and rewatch the Smallville entire series week by week, episode by episode. It is available in podcast form if you'd like to get us all up in those ears. So head over to your favorite podcast platform. You can rate us, you can subscribe to us, you can give us comments, remarks, all kinds of things. But yeah, most of all, you can also go over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can get the show ad-free. And you can also get other shows like our family board game and also the Hopefully Awesome Weekly and our movie commentaries, where we did Superman the movie, I think. Nope, I don't think we ever actually did that. We did Scooby-Doo instead. But yeah, so head over there, check those things out. It's a blast. But if you don't have money to do that for us this time, we understand. A simple share, like, subscribe, comment will go a very long way. Thank you for watching, as always. And as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
Satan.
Yes.
Bye.